second point in the rebuttal, Qaid Osman, 12D.
Okay, first of all, referring to the question just really quick. She said that my friends and I are always the first on our classes. Okay, we do that because we come here to educate ourselves and learn. And if it's the grades we have to go through, we are here to defend the others who cannot get the grades they need. Moving on. The extrinsic motivation explained before, the grades are necessary motivators. The psychological research has shown six ugly problems that cause it. First of all, they can extinguish intrinsic motivation. They can diminish performance. They can crush creativity. They crowd out good behavior. And of course, I bet each and every one of not each and every one of you, some of you knew this, they encourage cheating, shortcuts, and unnecessary. When you ask someone in semester 2 about what he got in semester 1, we want to know a single thing. Moving on, we have found that through the years of studying DIS, that school focuses on two major types of groups and discards others. My colleague, Mohammed Zeki will explain it to you. From my personal experience over the past decade, I have found that there are four types of students in DIS. A genius who studies and doesn't study, and a genius who doesn't study and doesn't study. I define the third genius as someone who has the ability or the potential to widen the scope of knowledge or education in the future. Our grading system is giving the upper hand to these two types, while the other two are being left out. The other two types, the genius who doesn't study and the doesn't study, lack motivation and creativity. It means that that's limited by the school rules and grading system. So why don't we all have an opportunity, a trial, or a chance to prove ourselves that we are able to make things?
Now the last point in the rebuttal stage, Sara Iswani. Please be quiet.
Actually, you all studied because you know better than I do that if you don't have grades, you will have no future. Go quit school and then study by yourself and come after 5 years and show me where you will be. Also, you're saying you study for the love of studies. Look at all the students there. No one will study for the love of studies. Since they have no love for studies. Also, do you know that dropouts make up nearly half the prison population? 82% of the dropouts are arrested due to their involvement in thefts and crime, and the rest spend their lives either in shelters or cleaning shoes. So yeah, actually, if you don't have a grade, you won't be able to find a job later on. Also, I want to clarify another point. Perhaps there are some problems in the grading system that grades the students today. But that doesn't mean that the whole system is wrong. Grades should stay the important factor that determines our future. However, some changes can be made in order to better improve it. Also, you said before that the basic grade function is to tell parents of how good their students are. Actually, this is not the thing. The function of it is to evaluate students. You can't evaluate students according to creativity, because everyone can study. However, not everyone is naturally creative.
Also, you said that I should go read a book and widen my knowledge, and it's enough. Then you said later on that knowledge isn't important, but the creativity is. You actually contradicted yourself. Okay, so that. You said it before and then you said it. Let me complete this is my thing. Also, you said that pressure causes suicide and depression and all of those psychological things. Have you seen anyone in our recent society suiciding because of grades? No, we don't see. We see that in the Western society, and why
success. You can't win an international marathon without winning small comps. Small comps will build the skills to win the international marathon. And in here, we mean by small comps high school and by the marathon work life. So if you don't succeed and get high grades in your high school, you won't succeed in your work later on and in your life.
Now time to finalize the debate, a closing statement by Faisal Hassan.
Good afternoon. First of all, the current grading system used in our school and in schools all over the world is suppressing our creativity. We don't come to school to memorize, we come to get educated. We don't come to stand by idly and watch our future pass by, we come to learn. The current grading system promotes creativity and rejects our own ideas. I had 4 ideas rejected in my science fair just because it wasn't up to the standard. What's so creative about that? Who makes up the standard? We should create our own standard. Not everybody is equal. And when you guys mentioned equality, you forgot to mention that not everybody is the same. Are you saying that I'm just like you? I'm just as smart as you? I'm just as creative as you? I'll have you know that I don't have a very good average. Thank you. So why should we all be assessed the same way? Education is the key. We said that education is the key. Education is not the key for knowledge. If we remain with this current grading system, the low achievers will remain as low achievers, and the high achievers will realize how different real life is as soon as they graduate. It's probably too late for us to be honest, but we can still help the younger generations. We can still help the 9th graders. Thank you.
Yes, I only have 1 minute from now.
My great audience. So now we spent more than 12 years already working hard to become the best of the best with our high averages. For all of these years, we had this same goal, one same belief. We've been taught the importance of high grades since we graduated from grade 1. The importance of high grades is not stuck in our minds anymore, but rather in our hearts. If you don't agree, and if you believe that marks are not important, then expect the worst for the future. And as 10 years in struggle, we'll end up with a generation lacking responsibility, sense of equality, and most important, general knowledge. This will not lead to the development of any country, but rather to the degradation of a whole nation. If you got an 80 and you're hoping to become a doctor, then excuse me, you're obviously lying to yourself. Any person who has a brain and thinks rationally will finally conclude that marks are the suitable measure for determining our future. Unless, of course, that person wants all people with potential
result. It's out of 110. The girls got 101 and the boys got 107. So thank you so much for attending this debate. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much. The boys' cafeteria and the girls' cafeteria. Thank you so much for attending.
Wish us luck 12. Oh guys,
Chihuahua. I'm not gonna say inshallah because I'm sure we're gonna win. It's obvious. Inshallah anyways, and may the best team win. Us.
Win? With which? Same thing. With?
I don't think that it's gonna be so close. I feel like we're gonna crush them. We'll smash them.
Tonight, I gotcha. It's the song about Chihuahua. Yeah, that's cool. Alright. It's fun. In the life without sorrow.
Good luck.